Welcome to Oscar's World. In today's video we will be visiting the country of, what's it gonna be? Last time it was the country of Roblox, but this time it will be the country of reviews, where in today's video we will be reviewing Monopoly Cash Decoder, or Monopoly Crooked Cash as it is called in America. Hi guys, welcome back to another video, and in today's video we are going to be reviewing Monopoly Cash Decoder. Alright guys, so most importantly, our goal is to get to 100 subscribers. Can we get to 100 subscribers till the end of the year? Maybe. Let's see. So, it is the first video of 2024. Let's have a little recap. We did the Ticehurst farm video as well. 2023 is also when the improvement to videos using CapCut came out, and also yes, I also went to Poland. There was going to be a New York City video, but I finally decided that one is not going to come out, unfortunately. It's because I got bored of YouTube a little bit around that time. But then I started uploading many videos, and there is still many more to come this year. So let's just forget about that and get started with the video. So today we are doing Monopoly Cash Decoder, and we are going to be reviewing it. So let's get started. How do we set up the game? Right, so the way we set up the game is we have two 500s, 3 100s, 3 50s, 120, and 3 10s. Now, this doesn't have 1s and 5s, but why do we need to make life so complicated? Because what's the point of that anyways? Anyways, let's get started with playing the game. Silly me, what the... Okay, so, chance cards. What you need to do is you need to put 3 of them down on the board. So that means you need to shuffle them and take the top 3. You also need to shuffle the money as well. I'll tell you why in a minute. You put the top 3 down on the board like this, and you put the community chest cards normally, and you shuffle them like you would do in a normal Monopoly. Now, and you also give everyone 2 of these green tokens. 2 of these green tokens, and everyone chooses a piece. Now let's get started. So the person that goes first is the person that rolls the highest number, of course. So people roll. So I'm going to demonstrate right now. 8. Let's pretend there is another player here, like an invisible one. And they rolled a 5, so I get to go first. I rolled the dice. So I roll it like this. The number which is shown on the dice right now is not the amount of spaces I'm moving. I'll show you as a demonstration. Let's start with all the board spaces. Aha, I landed on a property. Now I can buy that. Now, let's buy it. Shall we? Right, so we pay £60. So we pay £60, 60, because that's how much it costs, and then we get Old Kent Road. We put it in, yeah? We put it in. And now that is mine. So, let's now move on to the next spot. The other player will roll, and they land on community chest. That means we have to get one of these cards and do what it says. We have to force a trade between me and another player. So that means I'd have to trade properties with the other person. But what if they don't have any? Then don't do it. This is only an example. And, well, nice design on the community chest cards as well. So, now what we do is we put that back in. Nice. And yes, so next we will review the chance space. Oh, chance. Let's have a little look, shall we? So you can pick one of these 3 chance cards. For example, I'm going to pick one, just an example. So for example, there's free stay, avoid paying your rent. And there's also these things on here, and I'll tell you what they're for later. Right, so now the other player moves. Oh, it lands on a train. That means they can take the train to the next station. What am I saying? Take this train to the next available property. So that would be Northumberland Avenue. Okay, so that's me. So I'm going to buy that. So I'm going to buy that as well. £160. 160. Sure, why not? Give that into the bank. Like this, and now. And yes, once we use the card, we can draw it again. We can draw it again. So yeah, it's very interesting. But, ooh, there's a bit of a twist with the money I've used, haven't I? Ooh, but there's a bit of a twist with the money I've used. Ooh, but there's a bit of a twist with the money I've used, haven't I? Yes. So, there is a little bit of a twist. The other player at any time can use one of their decoder tokens. That is, you now have to flip it to the red side. They can pick one banknote to do. So for example, let's say they want to check the 100 banknote. This tells us if it's real or fake. If we see a normal Mr. Monopoly, it's real. But if we see one with glasses which looks like a robber, oh no, it's fake money. But let's have a little look at what this is. And it is a real piece of money. Which means yes. Which means yay. Which means yay, we get to spend it. But let's pretend they also use the other decoder token, shall we? Yes, they've used the other one. So now they picked a decoder 50. So they do it, So of course, like anyone else, they do it. Oh, exposed! Looks like that one is fake, which means I have to pay another 50. Another 50 to the bank, but they can't decode that one. Decode that one. Right. So now I've got that proper. So now I've got Northumberland Avenue. I have it, yes, of course. Let's have a little demonstration, shall we? Shall we? Well, the next thing we should do is this will go all the way. Oh, free parking. That means you don't have to do anything. You just stay on the spot. Go to jail. Oh no, we have to go to jail now. And now that you're locked up in jail, there's 3 ways you can get out. One of the ways is pay $50. So what that will do is $50 goes straight into. So £50 will go straight into the bank like this. Now, yes, in America this game's actually called Crooked Cash. So yeah, Monopoly Crooked Cash. Crooked Cash. So yes, basically now what we do is alright. So what was it? Yeah. So now that you're in jail, they pay 50 to get out. Or how about another way that they can roll? But then how about another way? If you don't have enough money, you need to roll a double. So, one go. Ooh, haven't quite succeeded. So then the other player has a go. Let's say they land on Fleet Street, but they choose to auction it because they don't have it. So let's say I land on Fleet Street and I choose to auction it. Auctions can start from £10. So I bid £10. The other player will bid £50, let's say. So I'll bid 100 then. I'll bid 100, and then they'll bid, and then they'll decide to bid a very big amount of £500. No, I don't want to get it. I don't want to get it. I don't want to get it. So fine, they have to purchase it now for £500. Have to purchase it for £520. Ooh, £520. Now they get it. It's only a demonstration. This is not actually Fleet Street. And now they have Fleet Street. So yes, basically, after one go finishes, the next go occurs for the person in jail. They have to try and roll a double to get out. When they roll a double, they can get out, or they can use a get out of jail free card. Oh, let's have a look at rent now, shall we? Right, I'm out. Right, the other player's out. Ooh, but they roll a 4, which means they've landed on Northumberland Avenue, and they need to pay some rent. So they can pay, of course. They have to pay me £80. And of course I can decode, but of course I can't decode the money because I can't decode the money to check if it is real or fake. Of course I can decode it, and then they have to pay me even more money. I can't actually decode it now, so yes. But let's say this. Ooh, I'm the dinosaur. How am I? Boo, but I went around, and I've landed on Fleet Street again. So now I have to pay the rent. It's 110. Hang on a second. I have a chance card which says avoid paying your rent. Oh yes, I can use that, of course. Hang on a minute. So let's say the other player passes go. When you pass go, you get 100. You get £200, and you can also flip over, and that red side means that you can't use the tokens again, and then you flip them up, so you can use it again. But then I land on Fleet Street, and hang on a second, I have this free stay card. But wait a second, they have decoder tokens, so they pick to decode the card. Ooh, I could be exposed. So they get this magic magnifying glass and have it. So this card actually seems to be real. So that means I don't have to pay my rent. Yay! And I put this to the bottom of here. But if the chance card is not real, I have to pay them £50. But if the chance card was not real, I would have to pay them. I'd have to pay them £50 for finding out it's not real. But yes, so pretty much. But okay. So now some more properties are bought by every people. Some more properties get bought with everyone. Hang on a second, I've got a colour set now. So now my rent increases to 160. But what can I do? I can buy a hotel for £350, of course. So why not I use a 500 note and then exchange it for £150? I can buy a hotel, but you can't buy houses in this game. I buy a hotel for let's say Whitehall. Now I've got a hotel in Whitehall. If the other person lands on it, they have to pay a lot of money. They have to pay me a lot of money. So yes, you can buy hotels like that. So people buy all the properties like da 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 da. So people, they of course buy all the properties. Blah 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 blah. And they buy all of them. Buy all of the properties. So let's say I buy all the properties. Like I buy one more, but then I look at my money. But then I only have £200 left. but then I only have £200 left. But then I only have 200 quid left. 200 quid left. That means that I can hide all of that. That means I can hide all of this. And of course, this game is actually very interesting as well. And of course I can hide all this. And yes, all this. And of course, yes. So pretty much, yes, that is it. So pretty much. But now I've only got 200 left. And let's say they get the whole colour set. And let's say the other player gets the whole red colour set. Gets the whole red colour set. Yes, of course they get the whole red colour set. But wait a second. I land on one. I have to pay them now £240. But I haven't got enough, which means I have to sell my property. So I can sell it for face value. So I can sell it for face value, or I can sell it for some other, or I can sell it to someone for an agreed price. For an agreed price. So for example, I can sell that. So I can just sell it to the bank and then get my money back for it. Then I can get my money back then I can get my money back from it. But then the property is not available to buy. Anymore if I sell it. So then I can pay them rent. So let's say I have a bit more money and I can pay them rent. So I can pay them rent. I've paid them rent. Nice. Right. So basically now every single property is basically gonna go like this. So basically now every single property is gone. Right, so some people have actually bought the properties. So some people have bought them. People have bought them. People have bought all the properties. People have bought all the properties. People have bought all the properties. Tease. And now I have some money. And now this is only an example of the amount of money. This is only an example. This is not actually counted. It's not actually counted correctly. So let's say I have this much money. And now everyone counts that. At this point, I ran out of my phone ran out of battery. Sorry guys for the inconvenience, but then in the evening I recorded another video saying all the other rules. Alright guys, sorry for the inconvenience, but my phone ran out of battery, so unfortunately I couldn't check how much battery was. Luckily we were getting towards the end of the video. So now what we are going to do, so now that everyone's got their properties, everyone needs to collect all their rents from their properties. Oh yes, and did I forget about that hotel at Whitehall? I did. Before selling a property, you need to sell the hotel first. So if you have a hotel in it, you need to sell it first for half the price. So once we sell the hotel, we will be getting some money. So this is just a random amount of money. I'm only using this for this is not actually how much money I got. And then basically the game ends after everyone buys all the properties, and the person with the most money wins. Alright guys, thank you for Alright guys, thank you for watching this video and see you next week.